Gary here from MrG Shave, back for my bank holiday Monday shave. Yeah, everybody's off today, so here in the UK. So I hope you've all had a great bank holiday weekend. Just a shame this is the last day. But yeah, right. This is a Battle of the Blades. I think this is number 23. Let me check. I know I keep doing this now. It's my old age. Yeah, Battle of the Blades number 23. This one was requested by, I don't know why I took my glasses off, I'm going to need them. Neale Francis, and it's feather. He actually requested two battles. He's requested a feather versus a Wisamet and a feather versus a Polsilver, both Super Iridium blades. So I'm doing the Polsilver today because I couldn't find the Wisamet initially, but then I found them and I thought, you know what, I've made the choice. So it's the feather versus Polsilver, and they're both going to be brand new blades. So there you go. So that's what I'm using. The feather is going in my gunmetal Rockwell 6C, and there's the blade. As you can see, there's no marks on it, although there could be a blue mark on the other side, but there isn't, trust me. I'm going to put the base plate on, so that is going to be on plate 3. Put the washer on and the handle. Make sure the blades are aligned. That looks good. That looks good. So one complete riser, and the other one is the Polsilver, which actually doesn't say Polsilver on the blade. It just says extra stainless. So that's all it says, and that will go on plate 3. So you should be able to see that. Turn it down that way a bit. There you go. Put the washer on, the handle on, check the alignment. That's all good. So there you go. Second razor ready. The brush that I'm going to use today, I'm not using a bowl, but I'm using this Boti brush, which is a great brush, and the knot unscrews, and you can, when you buy this brush, you get a synthetic head and a badger head. I'm not sure whether you can buy them separately, and you just screw in the one that you want. This is the synthetic, and the only reason I'm using the synthetic is I forgot to soak the brush. So that's the brush, and I'm just going to carry on because this is I'm using a cream today, so there's no need to stop to get ready and lather in, bowl lather. So the pre-shave today is Proraso Blue. That's too much. Scrape some off my finger. God, I had a whole load there. So yeah, I hope you've all had a good weekend. It's actually been warmer than I thought it was going to be. Today's really dull and overcast, and I think we're expecting some rain later. But that's fine, I'll be dry in the pub. I definitely intend going down the pub tonight. I didn't go to my local last night because I ended up going over to my son's house, and we went out for a meal near him. He lives near Nuneaton, out in the countryside, in the middle of nowhere. But yeah. So thanks, Joe, for a great evening. That was brilliant. And the soap today, I think I'm going to use this soap for all my Battle of the Blades from now on. I want to try and keep things consistent if I can, so I'm just going to use this soap, I think. So this is Body Shop Maca Root Shave Cream. This is still the original version, so this isn't the latest version, it's the original version. Get a bit more water on the face. Yeah, so here's to tomorrow's hangover, eh? I bet there's a few of us going to be out today. This is a great brush. It's got plenty of backbone on this brush. I do like this brush. I'm very impressed with this Boti brush. When you consider I'm a bit of a fanboy of the Yakis, this, I have to say, I think is a step up. Because there's good backbone in this. Whereas a lot of the Yakis, they're quite soft. This has got good resistance when you push down. Excellent brush, and it's still soft. You know, in terms of how it feels, there's no scritchiness on the face. Right, I'm gonna add some more water. Making a bit of a mess of myself here, as you do when you shave. I think that's about right for me at the moment. Don't want to lose too much of this lather. Already lost some. If I stand back, that's the thing with a black t-shirt. You can see where it's all gone. I look like a reverse Dalmatian. So, feather in the gunmetal is going to be on my left, your right. Plate 3, very smooth, very efficient. That feels great, really feels good. Right, let's see what the difference is. Polsilver Super Iridium. Not as smooth. Definitely not as smooth, but weirdly I would say I've got more blade feel. Just want to check something. That was a lot more, that was really different and not the way round I thought it was going to be. Yep, that's on plate 3 and that's on plate 3, so yeah. So, first pass, I would say the feather has it. Really smooth, cut through very efficiently, no resistance. The Polsilver, felt more aggressive, but I think that was probably because the blade isn't as sharp as a feather. The feather just scythed through it without any resistance, whereas I think the Polsilver didn't do it as well. I think it'll change now because I've sheared off most, or nearly all of the beard growth. So I've got to lather up before I start doing the second pass. But definitely pass one, feather easily wins. Now there's a lot of people out there that really don't rate feathers, don't get on with them. Luckily I'm not one of those people, so I enjoy using a feather, but I tend to use them in the in milder blades, which milder razors, which plate 3 on a Rockwell 6C is a mild medium razor, I would say. I'm not sure that the feather would work as well on plate 6, or certainly not be as comfortable. It'll work as well, but I think plate 6 will it would make it uncomfortable. So Polsilver across the grain, goes straight up on this side. Right, much smoother than the first pass. Which I was expecting. I mean, don't get me wrong, the first pass was perfectly acceptable with the Polsilver, but it wasn't as smooth as the feather, and I put that down to blade sharpness. But that second pass, nice and smooth. But the second pass with the feather, is even smoother. Interesting. I was expecting it to be the other way around. Feather wins the second pass. So but I'm not saying the Polsilver is a bad blade. It's not. It's a great blade. But versus the feather, there's definitely quite a marked difference in a 6C on plate 3. If you're using a feather in a different razor, you can't. That's the thing. This is a very specific comparison, a very specific battle. It's always with a Rockwell 6C. Sometimes I'll do them with a DE89, but it's normally with my Rockwell 6Cs, and it's always on plate 3 and always with new blades. If you're using a different razor, then you may well get completely different results to me. That's all I'm saying. So, third pass against the grain. I tell you what, this Body Shop Maca Root, if you can get your hands on this, it's cheap, it's budget friendly, and it's excellent stuff. I mean, look at this. Just amazing for the third pass. Nice, still thick and creamy, plenty left in the brush. Okay, against the grain with the I'm going to go, which one am I going to go? I'll go Polsilver first. Very smooth. That was easily as smooth as the feather on the second pass. Bit of tugging there. But I always get that around just underneath my chin because that's where the beard growth is at its thickest. So that feels great. Against the grain with the feather. Yeah, bit of tugging, but smooth. I would say they feel both the same now. Okay. Yeah, they feel the same now. The third pass, if I'd been blindfolded, I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference between the two blades. So there's still some pickups to do. So let's do those. Let's add a bit of water. Excellent. So pickup pass. Very smooth, no resistance, no tugging. Yeah, that's BBS everywhere. Both sides. Possibly a little bit of Velcro here. Trying to work. Oh, there is a little bit there. But that feels so defined. I think I've missed it. Just missed along the jawline there. Haven't missed anywhere this side. So yeah, excellent. Right, I'm going to do my usual thing. I'm going to clean up and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Time for the post-shave rinse, cold rinse. Best bit? No, not the best, but a good bit. So post-shave feel with Maca Root is always good. Oh yeah. That feels great. Spray a little bit on and use the Aloe to see if there's a difference. Okay. right here, 3 or 4 out of 10. Everywhere else about 2 out of 10 on this side, so this is the feather side. Far less burn on the Polsilver side. No burn at all up here. About a 1 out of 10, maybe 2 out of 10 just there. Not unpleasant. Not unpleasant. Quite nice. You know, not a problem. But definitely more burn on this side than this. Interesting. I mean, for me, pass 1, pass 2 were a clear win for feather. Pass 3 and the pickup pass, effectively pass 4, was a draw. But you know, it's 4-2. Oh no, not 4-2. It's basically 2 passes, absolute clear win for feather, and 2 draws. So the feather wins on this occasion in this setup. You know, if you use a different razor, a different setup to the one I've just used, then you may find it's quite different. And you may find it different to me anyway, because your skin will be different to mine, your hair growth will be different to mine. So you can't, I'm just doing these battles from my opinion and from my experience. Your experience may well differ. So, you know, you've always got to bear that in mind. For me, the feather wins, without question. But if you were to look at price, that's another question. You know, obviously I think the Polsilvers are cheaper than feathers. I don't know, if I'm honest, but I would expect them to be cheaper. Oh, that's great. But yeah, great shave with both of those blades. I'm using my Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel. There it is there. I know I always use this. I'll use this or Thayer's. Sometimes the cucumber, Boots cucumber. And I've got Humphreys as well, which is cucumber and melons. Those are the 3 different witch hazels that I've got, or face tonics that I've got. Out of them all, Boots is probably my favourite, certainly in the winter. You know, when it's cold, the Boots is my favourite, and when I swap over to the citrus scents in the summer, which I'm doing now, then I tend to use much more Thayer's. Right, aftershave today is Brut. All fairly budget friendly stuff, this. You know, nothing fancy here, but it does the job and it does it well. Oh yeah. I sometimes go on these sort of phases where I'll just use budgets, but this just so happened, you know, these were the products that I decided to pick up, and I didn't want to detract from the blades. I wanted to tone everything down so that the whole focus really was on the blades. Haven't used this in a long time. This was hiding in a drawer up in my bedroom, believe it or not. So this has been used before, but not much. So I don't even know how long I've had this. But yeah, this is, I haven't said what it is yet. Maca Root and Aloe Calming Post-Shave Water Gel. And I read that without my glasses on. I'll show you the bottle now. Oh, that's almost got like a watermelon scent. But that could be my COVID nose. Very nice. Very nice. Cooling. Very cooling. So yeah, there's the bottle. Just so you can see it. So that's got a very nice cooling effect. So with a Proraso at the beginning with a bit of a cooling effect there, and finishing off with the cooling, that's pretty good. So I may use that that setup for every BOTB from now on, so watch this space. So I will be doing another BOTB next Monday, probably with a Wisamet blade, so it'll be the feather against the Wisamet. And then I've got one more after that. I thought I had more than this, but I've obviously slowly chipped away at them. Oh, and it's not a battle of the blades. It's a battle. It's a razor battle, and that's Andy Wilson who asked me to do it on the 4th of April. It's the 6C versus the 6S. So I might do that on Saturday. So there you go. I have another razor battle on Saturday. That'll be an interesting one. Okay, so you'll see me next now on Wednesday for a straight razor shave. That's bye bye for now.